Welcome to another video and to another organ. Today I'm back at Graham's house. Graham is a subscriber and he has this organ in another room in his house. How lucky is Graham? And today it's a digital organ. If you've been watching this channel for a while, you will know that I'm not a huge fan of digital organs, but this is a cracker. Firstly, if you haven't been to this channel before, my name's Paul and I visit pipe organs and, as it happens, digital organs all over the place, wherever I can get in. So if you haven't subscribed already, I would be ever so grateful if you would hit subscribe. But without further ado, let's have a look at the organ. So again, whether you're a fan of digital organs or not, this really is a lovely organ and it is certainly worth a video, so keep watching, it is lovely. This organ was sold to Graham about 20 years ago by Wyvern Organs, somewhere in the UK, I'm not sure, but I am going to put a link to that company down in the description where you can look at organs similar to this. But it was actually made by a company in the Netherlands called Content. As you can see, this is a 2-manual organ. I'm trying not to say pipe organ. This is a 2-manual organ. The pedal board is a concave radiating pedal board and there is a balanced swell pedal. You can see that we have thumb pistons, a lovely oak casework, and this casework contains around 16 amplifiers, all the sounds and the effects, and it even transposes using a small panel which is tucked away up here behind this music board. A really incredible organ. It has some lovely stops, and the amazing thing about digital organs is that they don't go out of tune. It's incredible. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start here on the grate as usual and demonstrate to you some of the stops. So obviously the grate stops are here on the right, as you would expect to find on any organ. The very bottom stop is obviously something you don't find on a pipe organ. It is a grate pedal soft, and that is a quick access to some volume control by drawing that stop. That reduces the volume on both the pedals and the grate, so it's a quick sort of escape hatch if you like. But moving up to the first speaking stop, we have an 8-foot open diapason, which sounds like this. So moving on, the next stop is also an 8-foot and it is a whole flute. We now move into the realms of 4-foots. We have an octave or a principal on its own. Let's pull out the diapason 8-foot. Next we have a harmonic flute, a 4-foot. Let's try that with the 8-foot whole flute. incredible. You can actually hear the air blowing. Although it's not, you can hear it. Our first mutation is a 2 2/3 12th. Try that with the octave. And the open. And keeping those stops out, we have a 2 15th. And the final flute stop is a mixture, which I'm also going to leave everything out. This is a 3-rank mixture. Mind that the volume is turned significantly down at the moment. This organ would work fantastically in a small church or a school, and obviously in this room it is a lovely tone. At the very top we have a reed on the grate, which is an 8-foot trumpet. Let's see what this sounds like. So let's try something on the grate, see what it sounds like. While we're here on the right hand side, there are, well, 3 couplers, the 3 that you would expect. Swell to pedal, grate to pedal, and swell to grate. But we also have another stop, if that's the right word. It's called a mono bass, and what that does is it copies the pedal note down here in the bass, which means that if somebody is playing in a church or wherever it may be who isn't an organist and doesn't use the pedals, it fattens up that bass line by sounding the pedal stop alongside. So a bit of a cheat, but it's there. So moving on to the swell, which is of course the top manual. The very first stop, I'm not a huge fan of, as you probably know, is a 16-foot Borden, which sounds like this. Sounds nice though, and again you can hear that air blowing through the pipes that don't exist, so that's interesting. We have a stopped diapason, which is a flute. Next we have a Vox Celeste. I'm not sure if this is a 2-rank Vox Celeste, but on its own it sounds like this. Box shut. Let's try that with a stop flute. Bit overpowering. Next we have a 4-foot flute. Let's try that with this 8-foot flute. Next up is a Nazard. It is a mutation, a 2 2/3 on its own. With the stop diapason 8. And a 2-foot piccolo. And a tierce at 1 3/5. Which creates a cornet, I believe. Again, we'll just try that with the 8-foot flute. The final speaking stop on the swell is an oboe. Try that as a solo. A little bit drowned out there. I'm told that the oboe and the other stops can all be lifted in volume manually using that keypad that I mentioned earlier. And finally we have a tremulant, which I'm going to try with the stop diapason again. Let's try something on the swell. So touching on the pedal board or the pedal stops very quickly, we start with a sub bass, which is a 16. And a bass flute, an 8. And a 4-foot choral bass. And finally on the pedal we have another bass, which is a bassoon, a 16-foot. So again, you'll know that I'm not a huge fan of digital organs, but this is remarkable. This is such a nice organ. Graham's had this for 20 years and it has such nice sounds, such nice stop variations. I haven't had a chance to sit and play with all the stops and all the variations, but it sounds so nice. I would love this in my house. It would work in any church, any school, a fantastic organ. Again, I'm going to put the link to Wyvern Organs down in the description for you to have a look at. But I'm going to finish by just having a blast on everything together and seeing what it sounds like. Let's find a good hymn tune. So I hope you've enjoyed this short visit to Graham's house to have a look at this lovely digital organ. A little bit different to normal, but I hope you've enjoyed it nonetheless. Thank you again to Graham for allowing me here to record this video, and thank you for watching. If you haven't subscribed already, I'd be ever so grateful if you would hit that subscribe button. Please leave any comments and likes and all the other stuff, and until next time, I shall see you later. Bye for now.